Muy
फ्यूचर का तो डर है ही कि कंपटीशन बढ़ता जा रहा है आगे जाके बच्चों के लिए भी काफ़ी ज़्यादा कंपटीशन हो ही रहा है आगे.
Hello everyone, welcome to Topic of the Day. In today's video, we shall be discussing about the global population that crossed 8 billion. So recently, the global population crossed 8 billion on the 15th of November 2022. Now let us discuss some of the global population projections. The global population is growing at its slowest rate since 1950, having fallen under 1% in 2020. The world's population could grow to around 8.5 billion in 2030 and 9.7 billion in 2050. It is projected to reach a peak of around 10.4 billion people during the 2080s and to remain at that level until 2100. Now let us discuss about the global fertility. Fertility has fallen markedly in recent decades for many countries. Today, 2/3 of the global population lives in a country or area where lifetime fertility is below 2.1 births per woman, roughly the level required for zero growth in long run for a population with low mortality. Now talking about the countries with high population growth, more than half of the projected increase in the global population up to 2050 will be concentrated in 8 countries: the Democratic Republic of Congo, Egypt, Ethiopia, India, Nigeria, Pakistan, the Philippines, and the United Republic of Tanzania. Now, countries of the sub-Saharan Africa are expected to contribute more than half of the increase anticipated through 2050. Now, let us talk about the global demographic dividend. In most countries of the sub-Saharan Africa, as well as in parts of Asia and Latin America and the Caribbean, the share of the population at working age, that is between 25 and 64 years, has been increasing thanks to the recent reductions in the fertility. This shift in the age distribution provides a time-bound opportunity for accelerated economic growth per capita, known as demographic dividend. Further on, to maximize the potential benefits of a favorable age distribution, countries should invest in the further development of their human capital by ensuring access to healthcare and quality education at all ages, and by promoting opportunities for productive employment and decent work. If we talk about the aging population, the share of global population at ages 65 and above is projected to rise from 10% in 2022 to 16% in 2050. Countries with aging populations should take steps to adapt public programs to the growing numbers of older persons, including by establishing universal health care and long-term care system, and by improving the sustainability of social security and pension systems. Life expectancy. Global life expectancy at birth reached 72.8 years in 2019. That is an improvement of almost 9 years since 1990. Further reductions in the mortality are projected to result in an average global longevity of around 77.2 years in 2050. Now let us talk about the population prospects in India. India is projected to overtake China as the world's most populous country in the year 2023. India's population stands at 1.412 billion in 2022 compared to China's 1.426 billion. India is projected to have a population of 1.668 billion in 2050, way ahead of China's 1.317 billion people by the middle of the century. Moreover, 68% of India's population is between 15 to 64 years old in 2022, while people aged 65 and above comprise 7% of the population. Let us also talk a bit about the demographic dividend in India. First, over 27% of the country's population is between the age of 15 to 29. Now at 253 million, India is also home to the world's largest adolescent population, that is 10 to 19 years. Further on, India will continue to have one of the youngest populations in the world till 2030 and is currently experiencing a demographic window of opportunity, a youth bulge that will last till 2025. Also, there are prospects to reap the demographic dividend as the median age of an Indian this year was 28.7 years compared to 38.4 for China and 48.6 for Japan against a global value of 30.3 years. So this was a little bit about the topic. Now let us take up one practice question on the same. Consider the following statements relating to the global population projections. First, the global population is growing at its slowest rate since 1950, having fallen under 1% in 2020. Second, it is projected to reach a peak of around 10.4 billion people during the 2080s and to remain at that level until 2100. Now, which of the statements given above are correct? You can take a moment and write your answers in the comment section below. Now, as we know, both of the above statements are correct relating to the global population projections. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, that is both 1 and 2. So with this, we call it a wrap of today's edition of Topic of the Day. I hope you liked the video. You can also check out the Daily Current Affairs section on our website for further details. And for more such videos, do stay tuned to the next IAS YouTube channel.